Pedal stacks. Why we want them, why we need them, how to use them. Don't ever throw away a pedal you think you're done with. Could be the worst mistake of your life because pedals work differently with different amps. The pedal you're sick and tired of may end up being the pedal you love with just a tweak of a knob or in use with a different amp. I almost got rid of my OCD because I was trying to use it as a crunch pedal or a distortion pedal. Then I ended up using it as a clean boost with a high gain EVH or my PV, and I ended up really liking it. But it doesn't sound so good in something like my Rebel Egater. For that, I use a different mix of pedals. But you never know which one is going to be the one to give you that tone. So don't get rid of them. Now the order is really important too. Now on a pedal board, common theory or common idea, common train of thought is to start with your tuner, and that's good. Then you want to go, I believe, with high gain, middle gain, overdrive, and then on to your tremolo, your rotary, your chorus, those kind of things. Now, the order of your distortion or overdrive pedals is totally up to you, and I suggest you try different orders of each one. Also, the pedals you use in combination with each other is super important. So don't quit trying. You got to keep turning knobs, trying different orders, and you're going to end up with some really great, awesome tunes. Some pedals work well with others, and some don't. Some don't play nice with the others. All right? Now, I've got 3 more on the board that I'm going to show you in just a second that I like. It's my favorite pedal stack, but it took me a long time to get there. And when I changed to a different amp, I've got to do some minor tweaking again to get the tones I really like. So, patience, determination, and a desire to try something new will take you to where you need to go to get the tone of your dreams. And turn a 1-channel amp into a 3 or 4-channel amp. Turn a 2-channel amp into maybe a 5 or 6-channel amp. Well worth the time. But again, don't sell these things, you know? And if you can grab one up like a Metal Zone for $50, do it. You never know when it's going to be the one that you really love. All right? So, let the pedals hit the floor. We'll see you back in a few. So pedal stacking, pretty cool. Gives you a lot of really good tonal options for a single channel amp or a 2-channel amp. Turns either one of those into a 3, 4, or 5-channel amp. The trick is to find pedals that work well together. The MXR brand pedals I think work really well. The Badass Distortion is good. With the Timmy Overdrive, doesn't work as well with the Mojo or the OCD, but it works real well with the Timmy, and I think it's because the Timmy is very transparent. And then that full bore metal by MXR. It's a killer pedal. I wouldn't use it alone for metal because it's too void of middle frequencies. Really low on the middle frequencies. Although if you're doing some sort of gothic symphonic metal with a lot of big chords, I think it would be great. But if you if you're playing a lot of notes in your metal riff, not so good. I don't know. Comes with a noise gate. It's a nice pedal, but I like more mids and I like amp distortion for metal. Prefer it. But used with that Badass and or the Timmy Overdrive, it gives a searing lead tone with killer feedback at bedroom levels. It's the dream tone. It's the lead tone I've dreamt of. Is that weird? Does anybody else dream of lead tone? Anyway, it's a ripping, searing sort of lead tone, compressed just right, feedback. And you heard it while I was riffing out over that tune. Oh, and then you all know to jam up, use an overdrive. Jam an overdrive up the front of your amp when you're on the dirty channel to give it a little more bite, a little more crispiness, a little more bottom end. Tighten it up a little bit, a little more clarity. As I won't go into that with a separate video, but you know that if you just use a boost pedal with the gain way down and the volume pretty high into a dirty channel, it can do a lot to clean up or to enhance a really brutal, dirty tone. Zakk Wylde used a Boss overdrive with the gain at 0 and the level all the way up. So a lot of people do it, and that was a Boss overdrive. And he's got a great tone. Anyway, that's pedal stacking. I'm an old guy jamming, and we'll catch you next time.